Nagaland state tibi asti multinational companies kanbra olop interest diabe amikan dikhi paise aji amikan Vioko village under Niuland district toka multi-purpose cooperative society dia ikina ase aro Atma and Rubber Board Government of India takhanbra aji yade press conference ekta dibule asikuna amikan huni paise aro amikan huni pa do ki idu Atma aro Rubber Board of India bra free rubber plants kan idu farmers kan ge idu rubber plants kan do free distribute kuribule asikuna huni paise so Nagaland dibi idu rubber plantation do kurishi gule idu laga prospect to dangor dikhi ase aro amikan huni pai ase ki idu rubber raw materials kan idu giants tire companies kan Nagaland by raw materials kan do lui jai ase to IB press conference de takhan bra ki koi idu huni sabo aro free rubber plants kan do kitia distribute kuribule ase noile farmers kan kinika apply gorna idu kan do free plants kan do pabule ase idu sob laga upor de detail bra hota hoti kuri sabo.
First of all, I would like to thank Rubber Board and Atma for this great initiative they've taken in Nagaland. So we'd like to express our deepest gratitude because this is the only our organization through your project we're able to employ 245 Naga youths with us, and on top of that, the ancillaries that support it is almost about 300 to 400 people with 2 nurseries that we have, sir. So we're very thankful for the effort, and what we can say is I'm sure even the farmers are benefiting because every year we're supplying quite a substantial number of rubber plants. But you coming here, sir, we would like to express our deepest gratitude, and we would like to thank you for this great initiative that the Rubber Board and Atma has taken. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning. Myself, Executive Director, Rubber Board, Vasanthagasan. Rubber Board comes under Ministry of Commerce, Government of India. Now, the Rubber Board, we are in the process of expanding the rubber in the entire Northeast, where the Atma have come up with a greater project for expanding 2 lakh hectares in the entire Northeast, except the state of Sikkim. As part of it, the Nagaland has lot of potential in the rubber sector. So the delegation have visited Nagaland, and we are here for the past 2 days. The delegation have visited the Chief Secretary of Government of Nagaland, have a detailed discussion in two aspects. One is the expansion of rubber area, the new rubber area, how to go about, and how to utilize the existing rubber. Already matured rubber is there. As per the Land Resource Department, it is 19,000 hectares already there. So how to utilize better for the growers' welfare here. So these are the 2 major aspects of the delegation from Atma as well as Rubber Board, and we have visited the Government of Nagaland also. So the strategy will be devised in coming days so that this will be a greater impact on the socio-economic development of Government of Nagaland. Yeah, thank you.
First of all, thank you for the very warm welcome that has been extended to us. My name is Rajiv Budhraja. I am the DG Atma, representing the 4 Indian tire companies, Apollo, CEAT, JK and MRF, who have all come together and supported this initiative for 2 lakh hectares of new planting in Northeast, including in Nagaland. This is our first visit, and we are very happy and impressed, with the availability of, resources that are there in Nagaland to support new planting of rubber, and as the ED sir mentioned, also for tapping areas which are currently untapped. We've had very useful rounds of meetings in the last 2 days, starting with the Chief Secretary, the Commissioner and Secretary, and also the advisors, Land Resources Development, the advisor, Industry and Business Development. And we are very happy that across all levels there is a lot of renewed interest for development of natural rubber. Our focus also would be to have value addition taking place here within Nagaland. So not just it's the tapping of rubber, but making it into a very good quality of rubber, sheet rubber particularly, which can be used by the tire companies. And considering the overall deficit that is there in India, you can be rest assured that every kilogram of rubber that is produced domestically will find a market within the country, particularly from the tire industry. So we are very happy to be here, and this is only the beginning of a long journey that we have to travel together to make natural rubber an extremely important value added resource for the state of Nagaland and the people of Nagaland. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ashish Pandey, representing the consuming industry. So I am from JK Tires. So like we said, this is a very unique project, and first time in the world we are seeing a project where the consuming industry has come forward along with our nodal agency, which is Rubber Board, and trying to promote what is needed or what is deficit in the country. And I think we are all so happy to see things growing up in Nagaland. This is our first visit to Nagaland. Rubber Board has been working on the grounds, and we are happy to see all their staff working so extensively all across. There are a lot of rubber plantations which we can see, and there is a great potential. The best thing we saw was the interest which we saw from all the government officials, whether it is advisors or whether it is Chief Secretary, and the level of knowledge they have on this subject. So, this is something which gives lot of strength to us. We feel very excited coming over here, and also we see people highly literate. They understand things. So when these things are available, the fundamentals are available, it is very easy to pass on the knowledge which Rubber Board can transfer to the people. And accordingly, our nation's shortage, our Prime Minister has always been talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. Can we fill the deficit? And I think this is something which we find can happen, and happy to see in this extreme part also a lot of interest of growers, and with the strength and vigor with which they are growing rubber, and they say we want to do it more. And we had engagement with lot of rubber farmers also yesterday, and so excited to see the total commitment of theirs into rubber sector. And from a consuming sector, I can assure you, we want to have more and more engagement with Nagaland and all the northeastern states. Going forward, we will see a lot of rubber coming in, and it will help not only just the tire industry, but the entire ecosystem, which means a lot of employment generation, the processing industry, knowledge transfer. I think this is the biggest gain which we will have together, and we would like to celebrate this growth journey together. Thank you.
Every year from Nagaland, 20,000 metric ton rubber is produced. So, but good number of trees are yet untapped. So that is actually very crucial to make it untapped. Yeah.
So you are targeting 2 lakh more, right? Hectares.
Yeah. That is new plantation. New plantation, the 2 lakh hectare for entire northeast. That has been started in 2021 itself. So far, we have done 1.25 lakh hectare around.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the remaining, you have a
That
target
this year and next year, 2 years are there. That is with the support of Atma.
Okay,
Yeah.
After how many years does rubber tree start producing latex?
It depends. It is between 7 to 8 years.
So what is the sustainability within the 8 years?
See, actually, during the immature period, the intercrop can be done. Intercrop, right from the pineapple, many crops can be done, vegetables and all this. And there is a specific recommendation to suit with the area. So, if the farmers are smart enough and ready to work on it, then the intercrop would be a really good opportunity for income generation during the immature period.
You mean at the same plantation, other crops can be grown?
Yes, yes, other crops can be grown. But if it is a monocrop, that is single crop, let's say pineapple, then production will be more. But if it is intercrop, it is additional income during the immature period.
So when we talk about rubber, I mean, we mostly focus on the commercial aspects, right? The sales. I mean, have you also conducted, the issue of sustainability, research on the issue of sustainability? I mean, how does it impact the environment and the forest ecology?
No, so actually rubber is very environmentally sustainable crop. If you compare with other this thing, it is not actually grown cutting the forest and all these things. It is grown in the land where no other crop is actually grown. Almost it is maybe the zoom cultivation and all this. So while expanding this 2 lakh hectare, we are conscious about not to cut the forest land and all these things. We are not actually advising that.
So far, cut down existing forests.
No.
And which districts are you targeting?
Here in entire Nagaland, I understand that around 7 district rubber is already there among that 19,000 hectare. So those 7 district, mainly Mokakchung, this Dimapur, Peren, around 7 district we are concentrating. Yeah, and according to the Land Resource Department, there is a lot of potential. Of course, in due course, we may consider for new plantations. Yeah.
Sir, we heard that the Rubber Board of India will be distributing free rubber plants for the farmers as well as entrepreneurs. So in what way the Rubber Board of India is planning to distribute the plants? Can you kindly highlight?
Yeah. So this is where the Atma and Rubber Board has come together. It is actually the form part of this 2 lakh hectare expansion. Okay. So now this year planting season was over. So in next year during planting season, the Rubber Board will give the planting material to the identified interested beneficiaries. Okay. So per hectare we give the 450 to 480 planting material according to the area. So they can approach the regional office in Dimapur, and we have another field office also in the northern part of Nagaland. So the the interested beneficiaries can approach the Rubber Board office so that they can show their interest. Then we will come to you, and we also will come to go to the field and persuade the growers by telling that what are the advantage you can come for this thing. Yeah.
Okay, sir. My last question here is compared to the past. Be it the Rubber Board of India or the Atma, your influence in Nagaland was not seen.
Yes.
But in the few years, the department and the Atma, we can see the officials, all of you being putting efforts here in Nagaland. What made you put efforts in Nagaland specifically when it comes to rubber plantations?
In future, you are telling, right?
No,
Yeah.
I mean
Now, yeah, that's what. One is the new plantation which I have explained to you. The new interested parties, interested growers can come and approach us for new plantation. The other, see, the tapping is a skilled work. Okay, so the training may be required. So those extensive training we are going to give. After harvesting the latex, that is rubber milk, then we have to process it. That quality is required for the consuming industry, that is a tire industry. Otherwise, it is not that much useful by the consuming industry. So quality aspect as well as the harvesting aspect, both we are planning to concentrate, and then connecting with the consuming industry through the matured market. So this facilitation, enabling things we are planning to do. Yeah.
Okay, sir, as you have already stated that you have met Chief Secretary, you have met the Industries and Commerce Department officials, and not forgetting Land Resource Department. Now, sir, can you kindly highlight what was the response of the government of Nagaland in regard with this?
See, first of all, I must say that the government is very enthusiastic. The earlier plantations, they were taken long back, about 10 to 11 years, 15 years back. And I think somewhere, a very focused policy was not there. So that is perhaps the reason that what was planted earlier has not been able to, kind of give the value added outcomes. Now, of course, since this is our first visit from industry and colleagues from the tire companies are here, they have had this first hand experience of seeing the future potential of natural rubber in Nagaland. Also, I must say that being a long-term crop, there's a 7 years gestation period, but the rubber tree gives, output for the next 30 years. So I think maybe the beginning has been slow, but I think we see a long road ahead for the future of rubber in Nagaland. We would also like that, the value addition also to be taking place so that tire companies can source directly from Nagaland. And finally, I think rubber is a very manpower intensive, commodity at all stages, right from planting to its upkeep and then, harvesting, post harvesting. And we feel that the government of Nagaland is very keen that it offers employment opportunities for the local, youth here and the young people. So I think that is another enabling factor that is helping, us to see a good potential of rubber in Nagaland.
My question here is to our Senior Vice President, Jackie Tires. Sir, now that Nagaland will produce the raw materials for the tire industries, but as you are from the JK Tires, do you have any future plans that you want to put up any manufacturing plants or factories here in Nagaland?
Like they say, any big work starts with the first step. So first we want to initiate with the raw material availability, and as it is, we said India is short of almost 35 to 40% short. So we have to buy, we have to import. So if within our country, if we can produce, that is the first step. Like they say, when the raw material is available, if you see Kerala and other places where first time natural rubber started happening, many tire plants started coming around that because port was also near and a lot of other advantages. I am very sure once the rubber starts coming in bulk and the quality of rubber improves, that is another, and that is where the expertise of rubber board comes handy, where they will train people, impart all the trainings which are needed, and the quality improves. Once that starts coming, automatically the rubber ecosystem will follow it. So this is a journey which we have to cover, and we have seen in every other states wherever natural rubber has produced, even globally we talk. First it comes the rubber, then the rubber quality, and a lot of rubber related factories come up as the first step, and then followed by the industry, if not tire industry because a lot of things, but lot of rubber related factories come in, and like the ecosystem, the travel, transport, and lot of things, so the connectivity of the people and everything, and the entire economy improves quite considerably. So I think we are in the first step, I can say, and we can see going forward it will definitely come.
One last question. So does Nagaland alone has the potential to breach the 30% gap, or is it Northeast combined?
You see, today I think no single state will be able to bridge the gap, and that is the reason our step was to go in all the 7 states. So we, states like Tripura and Assam, etc., they have done some early steps. So there's some reasonable volume getting built in, and now we are reaching out to the other states which are there, and we are very happy to see like this nursery out here, the plantations which we see. So I'm sure it will take some more years to bridge the gap, but from the efforts point of view, like I mentioned, this is a unique approach in the world. Nowhere in the globe this has happened, that consuming industry started, many companies coming together, and most important is all 4 Indian tire companies have only participated. There are many companies, but they have not participated. So the 4 Indian companies which want India to really grow, they have come together, and I'm sure as it grows, others would also find it interesting and come, and that is what our request would be to everyone.
So, can you quantify the 30% in absolute figures?
Yes, the total demand in the country currently is about 14.5 lakh tons annually, of which the domestic production is about 8.5 lakh tons, and the balance 5 lakh plus is being imported. Now, to answer also to supplement what Mr. Ashish said, see, the gap is currently 30%, which is about 5.5-6 lakh tons annually, which is about 50,000 tons per month. But first of all, the demand is also growing. India, as we know, is a high growth country now. So this, if we don't make this effort to bridge this gap, this 30% would increase to 40%, 50%. So we feel that at least the incremental growth in demand that is there, poised for the next few years and the next decade, at least if that is taken care of, then our gap does not widen further. Obviously, the most ideal will be that if we are able to meet our own requirements, but if not, then at least the incremental growth in demand should be met domestically.
So viewers, apunikan press conference to huni pashe Executive Director Rubber Board of India bra kwado takan yade 3 days review meeting aise aru takan Chief Secretary Nagaland ki bi lok pashe Industries and Commerce officials kan ki bi lok pashe aru itui noigina takan Land Resource Department officials kan ki bi lok paina positive response paishe ko ase aru takan Nagaland yade ahado itupar Rubber Board of India bra Nagaland thaka farmers kan ke itu free rubber plants kan itu dibule ase aru itu rubber plants to sai shigule 480 rubber plants per hectare dibu ko ase to farmers kan apuni kan mati ase gule 5 hectares tak dibu aru jodi apuni laga mati to aru extra additional ase gule 2-3 hectares additional garni bi dibu paribo olibi itu field inspection kan pal para kurigina Executive Director Rubber Board of India bra approve korle dibu paribo so itu forms kan lobo mun jay apuni koile screen di dina thaka itu regional office numbers kan ase tadi contact kurna takan bra assist kurbo takan bra apuni ki help kurbo aru itu Rubber Board of India this time Nagaland Dimapur te aikina takan review meeting lo do Atma lokot aise aru Atma do ki ase gule automotive tire manufacturer associations ase aru takan bra itu Rubber Board of India de 1,000 crore invest green ase for a project of 5 years aru itu 5 years kile takan invest kurishugule takan itu rubber plants te invest kurishugule tire manufacturer companies kan bi itu benefit hobule ase itu ba takan invest green ase aru itu tire companies Atma de include kurna taka kan to sai shugule JK tires ase MRF ase Apollo ase aru CA tires kan ase so Nagaland bi farmers kan judi apuni mati dangor thakina rubber plantation kuru mon jay holibi do rubber plants kan napai inia korna thaki shugule apuni kan munduk nokuribi Rubber Board of India bra apuni kan ke free rubber plants dibole ase holibi idu rubber plants to kut pra pabo gole toka multi-purpose cooperative society takan logote idu contract to digina ase to idu rubber plants yari kimanda yari nursery de dikhi ase itu nursery do beshi chuto nohe takan toka multi-purpose cooperative society kan takan nursery tangor tuita ase kushi so tatibra olai kina dibo aru itu dia do genuine farmers kange itu regional office rubber board of India jundu Nagaland dibe set up kurna ase takan inspection aibo formalities kan bishi ase itu sai kina genuine farmers kange dibo ko ase aru Nagaland de sai shigule all total 19,000 rubber plants ase hectares to idu rubber plants to untapped rubber plants ase aru kile untapped ase gole Nagaland de skill laborers nai training digina thaka laborers kan nai holibi Nagaland de thaka idu rubber plants kan jundo 19,000 ase idu 19,000 hectares te spread kurina ase itu khando tap kuri shigule idu rubber factories dangor de jabuli laga ase aru idu Nagaland brabi kitia idu products kan to dibo raw materials to Nagaland de taka farmers can be benefit hobo aru giant rubber factories can be benefit hobo les so idu rubber board of India ra jundu inroad projects te Nagaland de taka genuine farmers can ge idu free rubber plants dibole ase apuni kan bi idu faida uthabi aru contact dina taka regional office kan de contact kurigna apuni kan kinika form fill up koribo idu sob korile bishi bhal hobo because rubber plantation kurigina kitia training khan loigina labor khan idu kam kura shuru hobo farm malik khan brabi employment generate kuribo aru unemployed thaka youth khan bi Nagaland de idu employment pabo aru benefits dangor ase so ami kan akha koribo ki government of Nagaland brabi idu rubber plantation laga opore jundu rubber board of India bra invest korese tadi olop attention dibo aru Nagaland de thaka farmers kan brabi itu easily noigina itu opportunity to grab korile bishi bhal hobo ami kan Hectares vice president ki hutauti koram de whether takhan laga company bi Nagaland de agina set up koribole la papana asena nai kona ami kan hutaram de takhan jawab dia do itia do takhan idu production de takhan focus kuri ase aru idu production raw materials to olai gina in the coming days future de idu papana koribo kona jawab dishe to Nagaland de ami kan sai shugule rubber plantation do itia beshi mano interest digina kam do kure ase holibi edi question ekta do department khan brabi idu farmers kan ke proper training dia asina nai anole skill labor kan olabo karne seminars nole trainings kan dia asina nai itu dangor question ase because rubber plantation apuni kurishi gule skill laborers lagibo so ami kan akha koribo government brabi itu kan related te concerned department bra trainings kan shuru koribo holibi jundu rubber board of India bra Nagaland farmers kan ke idu free rubber plants dibole ase itu laga maximum faidas to farmers kan othabo lage itia karone mane for more updates apni sai thakibi global window
Emporium Nagaland is India's leading aviation, hospitality and cruise line training institute with 100% job placement assistance in India and abroad. We provide customised workshops for various organisations and internship program for college students. We aim to empower educated unemployed youths with global opportunities.